everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. No astrology today though. I'm going to be checking into Trump's week. So we're going to be going from April 16th through the 22nd, I think, something like that. So anyway, without further ado, let me swap out cameras here and bring you over my table. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I may use the kipper later, but I'm going to start with this one. For some reason, I'm drawn to it. It's the maybe Lenormand, or you guys can call it the Lennies if you don't want to pronounce it that way, or the Lenormand. But anyway, this one's by Ryan Edward. It's a nice deck because it's a combination. You get more than the 36 cards. It's a combination of the Lennies and Gypsy. Okay, so Trump's week. How's this week going to go for him? Last week didn't go too well. Okay. Let that go. Let's let my personality out of here, and only want the truth. Only want the truth. Only want the truth. How's his week? It's the 16th through the 22nd. Okay, right there. Well, okay, there's a little bit of movement. Oh, yeah. Or Melania's moving in an opposite direction than the one towards him. Here's his card. Usually, I used to get that card for him all the time, but I don't know, we'll see. So the Lenormand is a very, and Gypsy as well, oops, is a very situational type of a deck. And I tend to use the kipper for legal purposes. And, ooh, and he's down here. Wow. Man. All right. I'm seeing wire fraud right here. Okay, interesting. So, right in the center, right in the heart of the reading, literally I've got the heart, but in the heart of the reading, it has to do with money that has been pumping through because of wire fraud, or wire transfers. I'm thinking that this is what Letitia James is going for, and Jack Smith as well, and could be why it's taking so long. Yeah. And I forgot. I read, and see, this is what an idiot this guy is. He sued Letitia James about 5 months ago. I read that this morning and didn't even realize that had happened in the past, or either that or I forgot. But anyway, Melania wants more money from him. Melania, I think, is wanting to renegotiate some old deal. That's interesting. The money that he has tried to hide that has been coming in from wire fraud is the key. The key thing that they've been watching, this is my card for surveillance. 2 avenues of opportunity to bring in money through wire fraud. Now, of course, we don't have a jail card here, in this deck. We don't have like in the kipper. But this is just for this week, right? Just the 16th through the 22nd. So, but it looks to me like up at the top here, there, Melania does tend to come through his readings, at least with a kipper. Uh, and she's looking and moving in that direction away from him, but she's still trying to make some kind of a deal. Or maybe she's trying to make a deal outside of her marriage as well. Because the tree can be, it's often the health, but then it's also our karma and our roots and the way our life force is flowing and the way we analyze things with our brain. Often look at the top branches as a brain. You can't see it so much in this deck, but in other decks, when you just look at a tree. But this would be like her growth she's thinking about too. And then I tend to look at the tree card as on another level as having this big taproot that just can suck the energy out of the cards below it. So she's in it to just suck what she can get out of it. And, I think she's always been his handler. She's up here in control of him repeatedly. The letter card would be our documents that, look how it's knighting down here to the eyeball card. This is the card of surveillance and people watching him. And he's been under that burden. He's looking for protection and looking for help, but he's guilty. This is our card of guilt and a very karmic burden that's weighing on his heart. I'm going to read this on a health level here as being very, very challenging, very painful for his heart. He might see a heart specialist this week. I don't know if we'll ever know about that because things are hidden up here. The money flow is hidden. The money flow is fraudulent. And burdensome as well. The system of the way his money flows through is, I'm seeing nothing but, money laundering here. Wow. Okay. The four corners, so we've got money, movement, money, maybe we'll find out this week is money news about him, about 45. Melania might be trying to take care of what she can repeatedly to keep the news down, but I don't know how she would do that. Again, she's just she has to keep tabs on him if she's his handler. The cards at night to him are news and partnerships. Okay. And his heart issue. The lifeblood of his life as well as this money. These cards night together. And Melania. And, hanging over him. And what he is seduced by. What he's attracted to. They're watching everyone that's been attracted to him. Again, I got this a long time ago that the reason all this is taking so long to bring him down is because they're going to get way many more people than him in just his inner circle. It's going to be huge. So again, money, news, and two avenues as to how money has been coming through, like I said, fraudulently. And for a very, very long time, the lilies is our card of something that has been happening for a long time. And in political readings, I see this as like the good old white boys club, dirty old, right? Yeah. What else? I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm not going to say what I was thinking out loud. What else here? This fox. I mean, it knights to the partnerships and it knights to his support and his help. And it knights to things that have been happening for a very long time with the lilies. It knights to opportunistic people and 2 different avenues, I think, of bringing in the money. But again, I mean, this is, because we know that Jack Smith has been subpoenaing all different people to get inside of Trump's inner circle about the way they've fundraised. And they were saying that he had taken in, I do remember there was around 200 million that they'd taken in since that first week before the 2020 election, so that first week in November, and then through up to the day that he left, 2021, January 20th, 2021, he had to be out, of course, because Biden was inaugurated on the 21st. That's the way it works. But because you know how it's like that lame duck, period, because he was still president and during that time, that's how he could be taken down by wire fraud. Like, that's the key that gets in. Wire, and they've been watching for that. It's all right here. Wow. Yeah, okay. And then, of course, the other part of it is Letitia James that had him in for 8 hours, and I don't know that he pled the fifth for that entire 8 hours, although he's been known to do it before. I think he pled the fifth 450 times with one of those. Okay, so legally, let's look at this legally. What is Trump's week legally going to be for him? And I'll push it out a little. Let's not put a time limit on this one. Legally, what's coming down the pike for him? And I think last week, I remember the wiser older woman was up here, and now, in hindsight, I think we could say that was Letitia James, because I do remember we had the courthouse card up here. Okay, that feels mixed up good enough there. All right. Legally, what is his future? Or near future? Right there, okay. So the way he's made his money. Okay, now with this deck, these cards are bigger. I need to go up. Sorry if it cuts the numbers off. I doubt many of you add up the numbers of the cards. It's not the way I read. Who wants to do math when you're right? Using your intuitive brain? I guess it's something you could do after. Whoa! Here's Jack Smith. This could be Merrick Garland. Ooh. Whoa. He's looking forward to a very painful loss. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. We may very well see something this next week or soon after. Wow. Okay. So, right in the center, the heart of this reading, we have Jack Smith. The cards that are knighting to him is the way that money came in for Trump. So here we have the rules, regulations, something that he has to be responsible for, and Jack Smith will be the guy to hold him responsible. And Jack Smith has tons of teamwork and the strategy to take Trump down right here, to level him. And this could be Trump's health issue as well. But Jack Smith is working. This 9 box right here is very telling. Jack Smith has a strategy to level Trump. He's working hard on it. He'll be the gift that keeps on giving later on. He has control over Trump right now, and he's been working really hard. Trump's karma is hanging over him. Thank you, Jeffrey Thompson, for that. And you know why I'm thanking you. He's the one that taught me that's what this card means. And then Donald is looking towards a very painful loss, a painful ending. And what's sneaking up behind him is a loss to all of his wealth that's come in. This line up here shows me that there's a distraction sometimes, but then just this is his vampiric nature, his parasitic nature will be ending. He could be literally picked up and locked up. It could also be that this is just a restriction on him, and it will be a restriction on his finances. Jack Smith is in control of the discovery and bringing the papers forward. Jack Smith has more even to bring in that has to do with the money. And all the people that are involved in this would include Melania. You know, she's had to sign all those joint tax returns, right? She wouldn't have to legally appear in order to testify against him, because you can't make that happen. But legally, you can't make that happen. But she could if she wanted to get herself out of trouble. And what's his name? Weaselberg. He's going to be out pretty soon. His 5-month stint at Rikers is done, just about, and he'll be going back in under oath again. And I've already gotten that he'll flip on that. But anyway, will Jack Smith visit him? I don't know. This can be a visitation card, but this can also be Jack Smith giving the gift of the documents. Now, this could be the whole documents. Top secret documents that Trump stole. There's that possibility there that Jack Smith is going to bring forward, because the documents that were in his home, in Trump's home, and maybe Jack Smith has found already where he has tried to sell them or already has sold them. So this could be Weisselberg. This could also be Merrick Garland with the DOJ. Let's see, but clues as to who the man is. I think it's Weisselberg, because he's been loyal. He knows literally where the bodies are buried. Trump is looking towards him, worried about, because Weisselberg could end him, and I'm pretty sure he will, because I've already gotten that he would flip. And the gift card Knights. This is a flippage card for me in the Kipper, from all the experience, all these readings. This is a flippage card, and Weisselberg is his tight inner circle. He took care of all the books and communications. He knows, like I said, where the bodies are buried, and the more clues as to who this is. So I'm going to take back that it's not the DOJ. DOJ is here. And DOJ is here. This is Weisselberg, because he's in part of his inner circle, has always cooked the books and taken care of the money. And this teamwork card, Knights to Weisselberg. And that has been the strategy all along. The strategy for Trump and how he worked, all of that is going to level him. Oh, wow. Yeah. So Weisselberg cooking the books, stealing, is going to be a big problem for him. Weaselberg will definitely be subpoenaed, or has already been re-subpoenaed again. I'm not sure. If he hasn't, it'll be that subpoena that's the important discovery that brings in the really awful news for Trump. And all this is sneaking up behind his back. And all of these cards weigh down on him. Okay, I feel complete. I'm going to get this uploaded for you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and take good care. Come and join Lisa and I live tomorrow at noon Pacific if you can make it. Always love to have you guys with us. We have lots of fun. So anyway, bye for now.